This is the Huawei P30 Series, a combination of two devices with one primary focus. They want to rewrite the rules of photography. And notice, I didn't just say smartphone photography. So true, I agree. That's kind of a tall order, but wait till I tell you why this is not just marketing jargon. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, reporting from Paris, and meet the Huawei P30 and P30 Pro. You know, I remember walking out of the presentation of the Huawei P20 Pro last year and being like, wow, this is gonna change everything with that 40 megapixel camera. Let's just say that I feel that's about to repeat itself. Huawei claims their focus with the P series is setting new standards in photography, and they mention three key pillars to achieve it: design, performance, and photography. So let's start in that order. If you were to compare the P30 Pro with the P20 Pro, they might look the same, but oh boy are looks deceiving. See, the P30 Pro feels substantially larger, now 3mm taller, 1mm thicker, and 12 grams heavier, even if a hair narrower. The P30 by contrast is the same height and weight as the P20, and with just the hair more width and thickness. They're calling their color options Transcendent Iridescence, and I hope I pronounced that right, with new flagship colors like Breathing Crystal and Amber Sunrise, all accompanying Pearl White, Black, and Aurora on each variant, though availability depends on your market. I am definitely drifting more to this Amber Sunrise, which is more like an orange if you see it closely. Up front, the P30 Pro has a 6.4-inch OLED display at Full HD Plus resolution at a 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio on a curved screen, and if you notice, there's no speaker grill. Huawei uses electromagnetic levitation to use the screen as your earpiece. And then the P30 has a smaller 6.1-inch OLED at the same resolution and aspect ratio, though it's not curved and it does include an earpiece. Both displays are capable of HDR and the DCI-P3 color gamut, and both include an on-display fingerprint scanner. As for performance, both devices share similar specifications. The Kirin 980 powers the show, with the Pro starting at more RAM and storage than the standard, a larger battery, 40-watt supercharging, 15-watt reversible wireless charging, a better IP rating, and even an IR blaster. It makes sense, I mean, this is the Pro, but then the P30 is no slouch, including a headphone jack that the Pro wish it had. And then there's EMUI 9.1 on top of Android 9 Pie. Visually, not much seems to have changed, but Huawei claims significant improvements in AI, turbo options for the GPU, one-hop sharing if you have other Huawei devices, and even serving as a digital car key in partnership with Audi for up to 7 of their car models, though we don't have dates for that. And even if this is still not our favorite user interface, it has proven to be one of the most power efficient that we've tested in every other Huawei device we've reviewed. Now, obviously, we left the best for last. Let's talk about photography. First of all, it's time to stop ruling the non-Pro variant as a watered-down version of the Pro. It does have lesser specifications, but similar capabilities. To start, both devices bring the 40 megapixel super spectrum lens, and this is where the photography reinvention begins. See, their partnership with Leica has come up with the idea that RYYB is better than RGB, which should technically be RGGB. So yeah, instead of 2 green subpixels for every red and blue, Huawei is now doing 2 yellow subpixels for every red and blue. According to the company, this allows up to 40% more light to be absorbed. The P30 goes up to 204,800 ISO, and the P30 Pro goes up to a crazy 409,600, achieving what Huawei calls as day visuals even at night photography. Both phones also include an ultra-wide camera with different megapixel counts, though the same aperture, and then the second photography reinvention. Both bring a periscopic zoom camera, though the P30 Pro is capable of 5x optical zoom while the P30 can only do 3x. Both camera systems bring better HDR, there is now OIS on even the primary camera, and the selfie camera on both devices got boosted to 32 megapixels with similar HDR capabilities. Where the P30 Pro really has an edge is in the time of flight sensor included, which uses flood illumination to detect subjects, surroundings, and even depth layers. Huawei also claims better low-light video, a dual video option where you can record 2 clips at the same time with different focal lengths, though judging by the settings on these pre-production models, it seems that there still is no 4K at 60 on the primary shooter and no 4K on the selfie camera. But again, those features could probably be included in the future. There's only one way to find out. At our briefing, we also got to see the new Huawei Freelace wireless headphones. We're talking about a pair of headphones you won't fumble to connect through Bluetooth or charge. Just connect the USB-C slot hidden for pairing and also charging, with 4 hours of playback available in just 5 minutes of a charge. There's memory cable, 28-degree in-ear earbuds, IPX5 water and dust resistance, a magnetic switch to help you turn them on or off, answer calls, mute them, etc. Huawei also claims significant wind noise reduction, environmental noise cancelling through an algorithm, and impressive sound quality, which we will have to test. It comes in 4 colors, with this amber sunrise again being my favorite one more time. So yes, this is Huawei in Paris, or at least what we were briefed on. This is the P30 and P30 Pro. You guys know that Huawei leaves some surprises for last, so there is a possibility that we will know more at the event, like for example the price tag, which we will report on the Pocketnow Daily. Let us know what you think about these devices in the comments down below. I'll tell you this much, I am extremely impressed, but obviously our review period begins today. There is more to report on. While that happens, make sure you follow us on social media, subscribe to both our channels, English and Spanish, for more videos like this one. You can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.